So after you place your breakfast sausage into the center right there on your cheese, make sure your pan's on low heat. You don't need to go high with this recipe. Crack 1 egg on there. 1 egg. Now you're gonna get some cheese here, light sprinkles on the sides. Depending on how much cheese you like, you can add more, you can add less. You just wanna add it to the gaps here. I do like 2 pinches, and that's perfect for this recipe. Maybe 3 if you want extra cheese. I'm feeling extra cheesy today. Now, you're gonna get some Rotel tomatoes here. It's so perfect for this recipe. It really cuts the fat and makes it taste more breakfasty without too much work. Unless you want to slice fresh tomatoes, go ahead, and chilies, up to you. You want to put it into the center here, but if it falls to the side, it does not matter. You're gonna let that cheese cook down a little. You want it to bubble and get crispy. Now, we're gonna add some garlic salt. Guys, this recipe, I always make it for my family. I make it for me. I make it for my kids. It's tasty. It's healthy. It's just healthy fats and breakfast. High protein, healthy fats. It's very filling. And if you're on a keto diet, this is perfect for you. If you're not into keto, you can eat this with some carbs too. It goes so well. So black pepper. Look at it start to go, right? It's starting to bubble. It's starting to crisp, and that's what we want. You want the cheese to crisp over, just like this. Watch this. Now watch. You're just gonna slightly fold your cheese around town. So we have a cheese base layer already. Now this cheese is crisping up. Now flatten it out. And this is the whole point of this dish. The cheese gets crispy and still maintains its gooiness. Look at that. You want it to crisp up some more, let it go crispier. But I don't really mind too much crispiness. Okay, so flatten it out. Now start to paddle it together. I'm showing you guys this tutorial because it gets a little complicated, right? This is a whole thing of process. Stick it onto your sausage so it becomes one. You kind of want to stick that cheese while it's hot onto your sausages. Just like this. Bind it all together. Make sure your heat's on low. As you can see, that cheese is binding to it. You don't need to add too much cheese. And you don't want to pop that egg, so don't be too forceful. Now fold everything in tight. Perfect. Now that base is going to get very crispy. All you have to do now, watch the center right there, is you're going to put a lid on it. Let it steam down, let it cook, let it nicely heat up that egg, that top egg. That cheese is protecting the bottom of the egg so it won't burn. The cheese, it just gets automatically crispier. So we'll be back after this finishes steaming. Boom. This guy is perfectly ready now. Look at the process that we did. Beautifully cheesy, still crispy. I let it steam for like a minute or 2. Now you're like, how do I take it out? So turn off the heat. You're gonna get a spat and be bold with it and just pick it up. If it's kind of like biting you a little bit, not maintaining its shape, just get a supporting spat. And pick it all up like this. Oh. It's not going to fall apart because the cheese is holding it together. Perfect. Now let me show you guys a close-up shot of this guy and why I love it so much. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? Breakfast sausage. Keto friendly. Crispy cheese, gooey egg. Let me get a fork and show you that egg. So what I like to do with that egg, I like to, if you're not on keto, then you just eat this thing whole. But if you're not on keto, eat some bread with it, make a sandwich with it. That's how I like my eggs. Mix it in there, make it saucy, use a knife, a fork. Look how good that looks. Give it a try. I recommend it 10 out of 10. Really delicious breakfast. Crispy cheese. Look at that cheese on the bottom. Super crispy and delicious. That's what I like my cheese to be. The sausage is nice and steamed. You can pull the sausages out if you want. Give it a try. It's so gosh darn good.